Cheers everybody. Doesn't matter how much technology we've got, doesn't matter if you dig a million cave systems, doesn't matter how far you go underground, doesn't matter what provisions you make. At the end of the day, if we're all not together, all of us, everything, life on this planet, everything, we haven't got a hope in hell's chance. As it goes for the human race is really irrelevant when it comes down to what's actually going to come. And you know, I've made videos on this before, and lots of people are making videos on Planet X and Nibiru, and you know, the gods that are coming in to, you know, basically exploit this earth, because this earth is a wonderful thing, and it's special. And when this Planet X and its sun or its dwarf or whatever it is comes into the system, and one of the moons or one of the planets which is in its own system comes close enough, the gods or whatever you want to call them, anarchy or anarchy or whatever they're called, come and do the thing. But I actually think this time, right, you know, apparently, you know, if you listen to Sitchin and other people who's translated all these writings which the Sumerians done on what's happened in the past, basically, I think this time, I think it's going to be quite cataclysmic to a point where it's not just a matter of whatever's going to happen, and you know, over a few thousand years things will be falling back into place, and you know, the earth is just, you know, just going to continue in its, like, you know, struggle, you know, because this is what I'm getting at. I actually feel that the earth feels that it doesn't want to go through this again, and everyone's saying it's, you know, we've got magnetic shifts and polar shifts and what have you, and you know, they're trying to prevent it, or it's just a natural cycle. Well, no, I actually think I'm feeling that the earth is feeling like pretty vulnerable at this moment in time, or lately. I don't know how many years she's been feeling vulnerable, but the last year I've been feeling very vulnerable, and it's not for the human race, it's actually for everything. Everything I know, everything I find very close. Well, I just love the earth, and I love everything about the earth. I love the tiny little microbes to the, you know, everything what's on this earth, everything that we can't see as well. And what's been happening to me the last year is, which I've been led to believe, I've been having psychosis and, you know, some sort of like meltdown, breakdown, like basically like going crazy. But I don't think now, what I'm thinking now is, it's not that I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy because, in one sense, I'm going crazy because I think we're all like separated, where we should be all together. And that's the only thing I'm going crazy about. I think there's a lot of divide, and I think it's deliberate because of the 1%, you know, because of their knowledge, but they don't want to share the knowledge because that 1% will lose whatever grip they've got on and the only reason why they've got a grip on us is because we allow it, because we're compliant and we're just typical human beings, you know, just want an easy life. But what's coming, and they know it, because, you know, they have psychics, they have, you know, spiritual people working for them, people who are gifted and special, who are recruited into the ranks, you know, whatever you want to call it, or whatever description you want to call it. At the end of the day, these governments or these powers amongst us all, but it's only a very few of them, do recruit gifted human beings. But the thing is, what's happening is human beings are actually evolving more, and it's not just a few human beings being recruited by, or even kidnapped, or even, you know, made to work for the establishment or the 1% because they're frightened for pain or losing their families or whatever, you know, because they're being bullied and they're being threatened. You know, these people with gifts are actually being forced to do what they've got to do. But what they are doing is telling the 1% actually what's actually going to happen. But I believe also that the gifted people also feel as though that many wrongs have been done to them. So they may not be telling the whole truth. But one thing I do know is that all of us humans are actually becoming more. Humans are very special, but we are actually more. And it's called, I believe it's called the awakening, and we are at a point now very close that we're becoming aware, even though it seems to be very confusing and very unsettling, because it is unsettling. I believe that we're going through a physical as well as a mental change. You know, I feel more than I've ever felt in my life physically, but I don't know how to really put that into words, but that's what I'm feeling. My mind seems to be going places where it's never went before, and I'm seeing things all the time. Like I see this sun which is coming into a system which they're trying to hide with the chemtrails, but I've been seeing it in my mind's eye, and I wasn't aware how to open my mind's eye really up until a few months ago. But I've been seeing it in my mind's eye for well over a year. So all I've got to say, I'm going to stop now, because it takes a long time to post things on YouTube. But YouTube doesn't post this to the world, because YouTube's owned by the man. But I'll stop now and I'll do another video.